Business inflation data came out higher than expected this morning, but yet we're still seeing the dollar slide. What will it take to bring some dollar strength? We'll talk about it here at Capital Markets. Traders, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Capital Markets. I'm your host, Cleveland Bishop, and here at Capital Markets, we talk about the fundamentals and the technicals every single day, so make sure you are subscribed. And if you ever have any questions, please comment down below. We'll be right there to answer them. Okay, so we just had a PPI data release that came out, Producers Price Index. We talked about what that was during the last video segment, and we finally got the data. Okay, so the expected was 0.01. We ended up getting a 0.03 expectation. Okay, that deviated dramatically from what the expected number was, but yet we're still seeing the dollar fall off a cliff. Okay, here's the dollar index here. What will it take to have this dollar start pushing higher? Okay, you can see the past 8 hours we've been selling off. You can also see that here on the Euro USD. What is it going to take? Okay, well, what this market is waiting on is tomorrow, okay, the CPI data release. That is the telling tale of if inflation is actually coming into the economy, okay? CPI last month, stagnant, no move, okay? CPI this month, we're going to see what happens, right? So CPI mostly throughout 2018 hasn't performed quite well. It's either hit expectations, which have been low, or underperformed. Same thing with last year as well, okay? Inflation is hard to find, especially in the consumer pricing arena, right? So hopefully this will be the month that CPI comes to fruition, which would have massive pullbacks on the Euro U and all the other US dollar crosses. You're seeing US dollar weakness everywhere, so tomorrow these market participants are going to have to price in positive data, which is going to add to some massive retracements across all of our US crosses. We also mentioned yesterday during our last segment that the Canadian Business Survey was going to be dropped, and very, very positive results came from that, right? So many articles came and said that, hey, most of the Canadian businesses that we surveyed see a positive outlook over the next few months, all right? So when it comes to hiring, when it comes to sales, when it comes to growth overall, when it comes to interest rates, most businesses, and these are large corporations, over $100 million in annual recurring revenue, plus these institutions see that there is going to be a positive outlook for the next few months here in 2018. The BOC hopes to see the same outlook this time next month. We'll be here at Capital Markets to give you guys the data on what occurred. So yesterday, outside of Forex, was a very interesting day for the administration. Okay, the Trump team, all right, Trump's first lawyer, Michael Cohen, got subpoenaed, warranted, and had the FBI raid his home and offices. Okay, this is the same Michael Cohen who gave $130,000 to Stormy Daniels because of an alleged affair that Trump had back in 2006, hoping to silence her, right? Trump has claimed no involvement with the Stormy Daniels case up until this week. Okay, where he mentioned that he had no idea that Michael Cohen gave Stormy Daniels any money. He had no alleged affair back in 2006 with Stormy Daniels. It's very interesting. Why would Mueller raid and get involved in all of Michael Cohen's business and personal life to really figure out and see if there was a transaction? We're going to see what's going on in that case and see if that has any effects on markets. It is illegal to have anyone inside of the presidential campaign pay out silence and hush money to private citizens for certain things that Donald Trump has done, right? So, I mean, at the end of the day, presidential campaigns are about gathering all the information about the candidate. If you're paying out cash and you're paying out loans and all these different things to make sure that certain information isn't brought to fruition, that's a big problem. Okay, so this definitely could add a little bit more tension in the administration, as it already has. We'll keep you updated as well here at Capital Markets with what's going on. All right, so outside of that, guys, we still have some ECB meetings coming up with President Draghi. That's going to be occurring on Thursday. And Australia, we're still going to see if Australia has any strength in April. Australia was hit very, very hard, its currency for that matter, all throughout March, all throughout February, pulling it back down dramatically, having over a 2% decline. Here's a screenshot here of the Aussie USD. Across most pairs, the US dollar is consolidated, but here on the Aussie USD, you see that there has been a steep decline up until this week. We are getting an up move. We may see a continuation there for Australia. Any kind of positive data that comes out for Australia, we'll keep you guys posted here. And lastly, regarding the trade war, nothing yet has technically been finalized. The $150 billion of proposed tariffs that are going to be enacted on Chinese exports, nothing's there. Okay, again, this is still negotiation. This is still just jawboning. The administration telling China, warning China that, hey, look, if you guys don't let your currency appreciate in value, we're going to have no choice but to enact these tariffs, right? So right now, China, again, printing capital over and over again, buying up treasuries, US treasuries, and then selling their currency back into the market. That's increasing the supply of Chinese currencies, which is making it so that Chinese goods are so cheap. Everyone's buying, okay? There is no competition, right? If you want any kind of retail good, any kind of electronic good, most of that is coming from China. Your clothes, everything made in China. And again, this is mostly happening because they keep devaluing their currency. Trump doesn't like it, so he's proposing these $150 billion in trade. Obviously, China reacted and did a counter suit of $100 billion on agricultural products from the US. We're gonna have to see, we're gonna keep up with the developments there, but technically nothing yet. Do I think eventually there will be something enacted? I do. I don't think China's gonna budge. I don't think they're gonna stop doing any kind of currency devaluation. So potentially you will see a tax on aluminum and steel goods coming from China. Okay, so guys, look, there's a lot of data out there, and if you guys want to stay up to date on what's going on, make sure you are subscribed here at Capital Markets. And obviously, if you ever have any questions, comment down below. We're right there to answer them. Okay, and if you guys are looking for a broker, capital-markets.com is one of the best brokers in the entire industry. Okay, we have some of the tightest spreads, and we route from some of the best liquidity providers in the world. Make sure you guys head over to capital-markets.com to get your account started today. I'm Cleveland Bishop. Talk to you guys tomorrow.